Untie these knots. So what you do with the sword of knowledge, cut it. This is all bogus, temporary. Nothing is going to come with me. I come alone into this world. I go alone into this world. I don't own anything. Nobody comes with me. When you actually, I was thinking, you sleep in the night. Every day you die actually. Because when you sleep in the night, sushupti, jagrata, swapna, sushupti. You go deep sleep after dreaming for a while. And then when you're dreaming, that's a reality for you. And then that time it's a reality. Whatever has happened in the daytime, that's a dream. But when you wake up from the dream, from dream you'll go to the next level. Sushupti, deep sleep. You don't know anything. And when you wake up, who will wake you up? In computer, there's something called a bootstrap loader program. You know bootstrap loader program? You know bootstrap loader, right? That's the first, that is actually in the room. That loads the initial. When you switch on, this loads the operating system. This bootstrap loader, then only computer starts functioning. Likewise, who is the bootstrap loader program for us? So actually, when you get up, hey, today I have a production support. It takes up to 5 minutes. Means someone has to load this program inside. Who is that loading bootstrap loader program? Paramatma, Krishna, super soul. One day he does not load that program. That is called death. That's it. He will not get up. So every day we are dying. Some people, they're so scared of speaking death. They're so worried. But every day you're actually, you are going away from your consciousness. You sleep from 6 o'clock, you get up at 12 evening, morning, 6 o'clock, the 6 hours. Who are you, man or woman, Indian or American? Who are you when you sleep? Who are you? Do you know? Spirit. Definitely you don't know. Nobody knows. When you sleep, you're a spirit, Definitely not. Nobody knows. You go into such a deep state. So, but when you get up, this is my child, this is my daughter, this is my husband, this is my wife, this is my this. Oh, what is life? When Krishna gives mercy to somebody and gives something to them, pain here. When you get happiness, when others get it is envy, jealousy. When you don't get what you want, it's pain. And this happiness, distress and envy, life is gone. So the 41st verse, tomorrow it is telling, like the fire, there is a wood, smoke, fire, sparks. They're all connected, but they're different. Achintya Bheda Vittattva. They are simultaneously one, but different. They are coming from the wood only, but they are different. Likewise, though they are coming from your body, actually one has, what is the goal of spiritual life? Not which temple you go. The goal of spiritual life is to realize I am not this body. Because when you think you are this body, what is very prominent? Lust, sex life is prominent. I want to enjoy. When lust is prominent, when it is not fulfilled, anger will come into the action. Why I didn't get it? When somebody is trying to take it, we become enemy with them. But because of the impurity, I want more and more, greed. Somebody gets what they want, we become envious of them. And these are all because I am this body, illusion, moha. And you things will happen the way you want. Mother means you become proud. I have this. I came to America, I have a green card. I have this much money. I'm an engineer. When others have a little bit better than you, matsara envy. Kama krodha lobha moha mad matsarya. When you are better than others, you are proud. Two sides of the same coin, ego. Nothing else. Are you happy? Of course, but there is a but for everyone. Are you very happy? Yes, but there is a but. Are you very happy? Yes, but there is a but. Amma? You are very happy? Yes, but there is a but. I have a job, but green card has not come yet. Everything is good, but my husband is actually, something. Or So there is some but. No. Declare war. What is everything is temporary, why I'm not happy? Because of impurity. There is no pure pleasure in this world. Every sense enjoyment will bring you suffering, whether you accept it or not. So what is that? Jnanagni dagda karmanam pramahu panditam buddha. Jnanagni, acquire knowledge. What's permanent? This is temporary. Kunti was born to, she is also sister of Vasudeva, but she was given adoption to Kunti Bhoja, cousin, a friend. That's why she's called Kunti, because father name is Kunti Bhoja, adopted father. And so this is India 5,000 years ago. She had everything. She was actually a princess. But how many troubles? I am sure. When suddenly one day they arranged a marriage for her, Pandu, emperor. Naturally, any bride will think, wow, I'm getting married to an emperor, my life will be happy. I'm sure she would not have imagined very soon husband will die, and then we had to go and take shelter of Dhritarashtra, of husband's brother who was blind, and his son will make plots to kill all 5 children. She never thought. But what is the great thing in this whole, what is that, the silver lining in the cloud? She's a devotee of Krishna. Amazing devotee. That's why though she went through so much of trouble, she went through so many troubles, she was never depressed. Unknowingly or knowingly, what she did, she went back to, as a widow, she went back to palace. And the problem starts. Bhishma and Vidura, they were supportive of her. Because Vidura is a devotee, Bhishma is a devotee, Kunti is a devotee. Relationship. But Dhritarashtra was very weak. Duryodhana was envious. So there was a plot to kill them all the time. She was in anxiety. She tells the same thing actually when she meets them in Kurukshetra. Oh, brothers, you have abandoned me. I'm going through a lot. Vasudeva said, I also went through a lot till recently. Until recently only, Krishna came back. Then Krishna killed Kamsa. Then things became normal. So devotee also will go through trouble for a long time. Then Krishna will settle. Of course, eventually the Kunti got children, Yudhishthira got the kingdom, and all the unwanted elements were removed. But how long? Maybe 30 years they lived, and then they had to go leave the world. So the point is, nobody can. That's why Manyettam Kalamishanam. We don't know why. Actually, Bhishma on the bed of arrows, he says, oh, my children, you're so righteous, so honest, so pure, so pure devotees. Why you went through so much of ordeal? We don't know. The power of time. That's why one has to know why you are brought into this world. What is your duty? That you should understand and go forward. Otherwise, you'll end up in depression. What Maharaj Yudhishthira went through, he should have committed suicide long ago, actually. So one day you'll become 21, you'll get the kingdom. But they are trying to make sure you will not attain 21 because you should be killed. And you're thoroughly honest. You're a pure devotee. I have a question for all of you. You don't know how to play the game of dice. This guy has defeated you left and right. To the extent you have lost your wife also. They are about to make her naked. Somehow Krishna came and protected her. And when the Dhritarashtra gave everything back, now they want to go home. Will you stay there for a minute? Now they are telling play once again. Will you play or not? Any fool will play or not, you tell me. No fool in the world will play. And Maharaj Yudhishthira is not a fool. Pure devotee actually. If you're a simple devotee, definitely I will not play again. Why he played? Can anyone answer this question? You're understanding, right? Will you play? That the Indians so defensive. The moment you lose the first 10 gold coins, enough, band karo. You will not lose up to the last minute. Okay, you have lost everything. You will not put the kingdom on that. You lose everything, but you will not put your job. Yes or no? Why he did that? Okay, everything. Okay, lessons learned. Okay, let us see. Lessons were not learned. Krishna came and protected Panchali, no, Draupadi. Now they are telling you play again. I have a question for all of you. Will you play or not? Show me any fool in the world, will he play or not? But he played. Means what? Krishna's hand is working. Again, there is an external answer, there is an internal answer. External answer is one day, what is his name? It was Vyasa, Vedavyas told him, there is going to be a big war. You will be the reason for this war. There will be a world war. You will be the reason. I'll be the reason. Such a pure devotee, Maharaj Yudhishthir, he felt, I will be the reason. Yes. Then he took a vow. So why will the world war happen? And if I deny elders, he took a vow. I will never deny my elders. I will never refuse my elders. Especially my uncle Dhritarashtra. Because Dhritarashtra was acting king. Unfortunately, Dhritarashtra knew this. And Dhritarashtra knew means his children knew. So Dhritarashtra is telling, come and play the game of dice. And you are not good. You know, opposite bowler is like a number one. You are the 10th player of the cricket. Will you play? Nobody will play. But then he went. But so Vidri is telling, stop. In between, Dhritarashtra is asking, who won the who won it? Oh, amazing, he won it. Yeah. But as though, actually, as though somebody is forcing him to do it, he was doing it. When he bets Draupadi, that's even worse, but he bets it. And it's Manyetum Kala Mishanam. Kala is powerful. But now they want to go home. Draupadi said, Dhritarashtra understood. Hey, she's like a Draupadi. Draupadi took birth from fire. Means Krishna brought them with him to reduce the burden. Nobody knows. But who is the main kingpin? Draupadi. Agni Tattva. Anybody who looks at her, they didn't stay. Whether it is Jaras, Saindhava or anybody actually, they were all, that is Krishna's plan. Then they begin to say, I'll let you play again. Who is telling? Uncle is telling. He took a vow with their Kshatriyas. When somebody invites you to fight, and when somebody challenges you, you cannot say, no, that is a natural mentality of the Kshatriya. On the top of it, he took a vow. He said, all right, I'll do it. Then again he lost. So who is behind this whole thing? Sutradhari, Krishna is watching. That's why one has to know what is his role. Otherwise, we become envious of others. Always this world. Somebody is better than us, somebody is lower than us. That is his world. You cannot stay on the top all the time. When you understand the temporary nature of this world, and your role to play, you will continue your life without being envious. What is Manomaya platform? Compare. If you're in mental platform, what you will do? You will compare with others. Always keep on comparing only. Oh, they have 2 children, I don't have children. They have 5 bedroom, I don't have. They have this, I don't have. They have this. You also have what they don't have. But mind doesn't show. So, cut this. Become free from ace. That's why we should associate, listen from Bhagavatam. Associate with devotees. And cut this knowledge. Cut this with the sword of knowledge. Jnana agni dagda karmanam brahmaho panditam buddha. Cut it with the sword of knowledge. What is this? Everything is temporary. Steve Jobs' Stanford address. There is no reason to be frustrated. What is the question of losing? Actually, Steve Jobs is speaking Bhagavad Gita. Really, actually, he doesn't know. Just follow your heart. You're naked, you lose everything. You come alone, you came naked to this world naked, you leave this world naked. You don't lose anything. Where is the question of losing? Where is the room for depression? He spoke very nicely, actually. Anyway, so minute to sadhaka means minute to minute discriminate. Otherwise, we'll be in Rajogun, Tamogun. Rajogun means, oh, they have it, I don't have it. Tamogun means, any depression. Sattva means, yes, this is the reality. This is all useless and temporary. But it is not easy to stay in sattva in the beginning stage. But continuous minute to minute discrimination, sadhaka has to do. That's what I want to speak. I'm sorry, a little late. No, I was told to speak at the last minute. Any question or comment? Otherwise, we'll end it. Anyone has any question on the line?
Hare Krishna Prabhu. Dandavats, Jai Shri Prabhupada. Prabhu, I have a question. Like, how do we see, like, when we are going, like when certain things happen which are not favorable, how do we see Krishna's hand in that and accept that it is Krishna's arrangement? And especially when we have conflict with someone, right? It's hard to say, hey, see Krishna's hand. Maybe this is Krishna's arrangement, but the other person, like in some cases, we accept easily, this is Krishna's arrangement when it's favorable for us. In unfavorable situations also, how we can see that this is Krishna's hand and Krishna's arrangement.
Getting green card is Krishna's mercy. Getting COVID is also Krishna's mercy. As simple as that. Anything is happening in your life is Krishna's mercy. In my life, in my childhood, I saw something amazing. I know a person holding a big broom. He was actually pushing the cat. But the broom is so big. The cat is not seeing the person who is pushing the cat with the broom. The cat is thinking, this broom is pushing me, cat is fighting with the broom. How many of you have seen that example? Anyone saw that? No, I have seen it. I have a question for all of you. I saw cat. Hey, you try with cat, hold a long broom. If you have a cat in your home or neighbor's cat, long broom, and push the cat with the broom. The cat will be fighting with the broom. Not knowing that there is a person pushing the broom. So, reversals are actually Krishna's mercy. Purification doesn't come from glorification. Somebody comes and glorifies you, you're amazing. He'll be all smiles. Purification doesn't come from that. Purification comes from the unwanted corner. Problem will come. You'll be shaken up. But of course, if you're an intense devotee, if you feel intense separation from Krishna, that separation will purify you. No doubt, Bhagavatam says that. But normal way, we do not know why Krishna, how Krishna purifies us. But let me tell you, when you're getting into, that's why that the court cases means that person is getting into a phase of a prolonged bad karma. It is mentioned. So when we have a problem, means that problem is there in the past life. So what should we do? Never pull the strings. Never increase that bad karma again. So what to do? Forgive and go forward. Forgive and forget. But if you start speaking, you're multiplying. If you start acting, you're multiplying your karma. As simple as that. So what should I do? Forgive. There is a lady called Corrie ten Boom. I mentioned in this book actually. In the Second World War, she just sheltered all the Nazis. She was arrested with her family actually. Father and sister and she were put in German prison. And one person was very cruel. And the father and sister couldn't take that cruelty and they died. In that prison only. But eventually World War was over and she was released. And one day in a church, she happened to see the same person. What will come in your mind? Hatredness. This guy is the reason for my father's and sister's death. She said, I forgive him. When you forgive somebody, you're letting go of that person from that prison. Who is that person? You yourself. When you forgive, let other person thinks what he or she wants to think. But in your case, you are forgiving. Chodo na. And later, Corrie ten Boom became a big speaker of Christianity. She was invited everywhere to speak on forgiveness. She passed away. She eventually moved to America, California. She passed away at the age of 90. So yes, it is Krishna's hand is directly there. You should forgive. And don't multiply your karma. I hope it answered your question.
Yes, Prabhu. Thank you.
Anyone wants to add? Anyone has any question?
Krishna Prabhuji, Dhanotma, Prabhupada. Prabhuji, I have a question.
Prabhuji.
You just explained about the Pandavas went through so many struggles, but still remember Krishna. But let's say in my case, material opulence is there, but when it comes to body pains, okay, always try to blame, oh Krishna, why to me? There is a younger guy, there is an older guy, still there is no pain. So how to overcome this?
Idam sariram parinama peshalam patatyavasyam satasandhijarjaram kimaushadam pruchasimuna dharmate niramayam krishna rasayanam piba. Prabhuji, people are not telling. The translation of this verse is, body means root cause of suffering. You are not the body. Parinama peshalam patatyavasyam satasandhijarjaram. I have a question for you. Do you wear the same shirt that you were wearing 30 years ago?
No.
That's ripped off. And one day you'll sit down, that shirt is ripped off. So likewise, everything has a manufacturing date and end date. Likewise, body also. Body pains means, body means, Kulashekar Alvar is telling, there is no medicine for this. Body is a root cause of suffering. So what you have to do? For some people say, some people don't say. Actually, I'm sure, what is his name? Krishna Kumar Prabhu is there in the call, I don't know. But he told me one time, he was driving Niranjan Swami. Maharaj, how old are you? 20 years. Maharaj, 20 years? Amazing. No. 20 centuries. So much suffering. When you become old, especially in 50s, sometimes I think, what wrong I did? That, I am put in this. Adhyatmika, Adidevika, Bhautika misery is misery due to body and mind, misery due to other living entity, misery due to material nature. Wow. You're telling about what? I just went to Florida. I just came back yesterday. It was so hot. I became so weak, actually. So you are not, when you are absorbed in the bodily consciousness, what you are not, then you will, it's called tadatmyata. You'll experience the happiness and distress on the body level. But you are not that. That's why Krishna explained it, 2.12 to 2.30. Maybe 2.11 also. Bhagavad Gita, you are not the body, you are a spirit soul. You are not the body, you are a spirit soul. And let me tell you, human life is like a half sine curve, not full sine. Sine curve means like this, it'll come back. But half sine curve means it'll go up 20, 25, 30, 35, 30, 40. Then 40 onwards, it starts coming down. Maintenance. But it will not go up. It will go down. You have to patiently watch it go down. At the end, everyone, even though you have so many millions of dollars, so much of success, you have to go through that suffering. Muhammad Ali, 1970 to 77, 7 years in a row, he had 7 titles, heavy boxing, heavyweight boxing championship titles. One day he told the opponent, that opponent beat him heavy. and that guy was tired. Muhammad Ali said, when you are fighting with Muhammad Ali, you should know you're fighting with Muhammad Ali. You shouldn't get tired. And one shot, bum, that guy fell down. And Muhammad Ali got the title. But the same Muhammad Ali, he could not even light the Olympic flame with Olympic torch. You give a matchbox to any child, they will say, "Oh, can you light a torch?" Well, will say, they laugh at you. But this person who won the 7 titles in a row could not light the Olympic torch. Forget about, okay, we must have done a lot of, whether you're a pure devotee or not a pure devotee, simple devotee or humble devotee, whichever devotee, body gives suffering. I was met in Janivas Prabhu in New York City. He told me, he said, he speaks so slowly. We are in the same car. I said, Prabhuji, what? Finally, Janivas Prabhu doesn't speak also. Finally he said, look, I don't know what I'm speaking. I have Alzheimer's. What is that? Parkinson's. This is pure devotee Janivas Prabhu. Can you believe? How Parkinson's and and I also forget. Don't worry whatever I say. He said that. Probably people speak. Some people speak. Some people don't. But body is, we are not the body, and if you realize, the pure devotees, they don't act on the bodily platform. That's it. The dharma of the body is to give suffering. So earlier we come out of the bodily platform, the better it is actually. You are speaking, others are not speaking, but it is the same thing. You're understanding?
Okay, thank you.
But Kulashekar Alvar says there is no material medicine. No medicine works. Maybe for what is that? This Ashwini Kumars, they can work it out, but they're not here today. But Kulashekar Alvar says one medicine, one tonic works. What is that? Krishna Rasayanam, Krishna tonic works. There's a tonic to become free from these bodily pains. There is a one tonic. What is that? Krishna Rasayanam Piba. You drink Krishna's elixir. So Parikshit Maharaj, 7 days he didn't drink, 7 days he didn't sleep, 7 days he didn't eat. It's absorption. Okay, you say 5,000 years ago. No, Srila Prabhupada also. Prabhupada had diabetes. And Prabhupada 2 heart attacks when he came to America. But you don't hear Prabhupada telling, is there any doctor hospital nearby? I just had 2 heart attacks, 3rd heart attack comes, I'll die. You don't hear in Lilamrita Prabhupada telling that. Prabhupada took it as Krishna's grace. It was an inconvenience. And Prabhupada always had a stick. But Prabhupada is a liberated personality. Pure devotee, but living in a pure devotee, but living in a body. So, to the extent we become free from the bodily absorption, that much extent we become free from the pains of the body. That's why one has to become serious sadhaka. One should not identify with the external successes, but one should understand, I'm not this body, and act on that platform. We don't know how we got this body. We try to 20s and 30s we enjoy, but in 50s it's an object of suffering. Same thing with me too. You're listening?
Yes, Prabhu.
Does it answer your question? So yes.
Daily 20 times, I think I'm not this body, I'm not this. When pain comes, I'm talking myself. What? This?
No, let me wait. I want to answer. Thank you for bringing it up. I'm very grateful to you for bringing it up. One Mataji, she used to attend my classes in a university. Not definitely Detroit. She got now. She has done PhD and professor. She attended some of my classes. And recently, her mother got, I think, cancer. Mother passed away actually eventually. She got cancer like 5, 6, 7 years ago. And she was suffering. This girl, when she told me, She went into the hospital and said, Mom, you're not this body. It doesn't work like that. You tell somebody you're not his body, it doesn't work like that. Forget about you when you're going through trouble. Forget about anybody, myself. When I'm going through trouble, Yugal Kishore, you're not this body. No, you're absorbed. Maya is powerful. Real spirituality is to become free from Maya. The three modes. It's not easy. By saying it doesn't work. Theory doesn't work. What works? Realization works. You know? Okay, it's needless to say, I want to say this. One day, Nayan Sundari Mataji came. And I think our Padmavati Mataji was performing fire sacrifice in their home. I think for our Anupriya Mataji was there. For few, I was there. But this fire sacrifice was for her recovery. She was detected with cancer, Anupriya Mataji. And interestingly, both are not there today. And there, our Nayan Sundari Mataji was invited. Because this fire sacrifice is also for her recovery. I'm honest with you. I told somebody, I told even our Divitirtha Prabhu also. There's now I can tell. When I saw her, this weekend will not go. She cannot make in 3 days. Only 3 days, not more than 3 days she lived. She did not have a pound of energy on her face. How she came, I couldn't believe her. For what she went through, other people would have been bedridden for 6-7 years. She had spiritual strength. That day she came and she sat in the fire sacrifice. I told this to Divitirtha, I felt she will not make more than 3. She will not live more than 3 days. She lived. And one day showed the video in the temple itself. She was playing mridanga when I was singing. Wow, she was not eating for so many days. She was playing mridanga, spiritual strength. So that is what's called. We don't need Bhagavatam quotations and no, or even Prabhupada. When we speak out Prabhupada, everyone thinks Prabhupada is a pure devotee. But when you can correlate with Nayan Sundari Mataji very well. She was with us, and for many of you, she's a good friend. She was playing mridanga. She was not eating. She was on ventilator so many times. But Divitirtha told me she was walking in the corridor on Wednesday or Thursday. Wow. You didn't realize. That is what's called transcendence. To the extent, that's why this, pure devotees like the Pandavas, for us, we feel they're going through suffering, but they're under internal energy. They don't feel anything. Maybe they feel Krishna's protection. To the extent you're absorbed in Krishna's holy name, Krishna, extent you're absorbed in Krishna consciousness, that much extent you're free from pain. I have a question. I'll give you the answer. Liz, I'm done. Your finger is cut. I always give this example. Your finger is cut in the kitchen, and you with the pain, or it's burnt. From kitchen, you'll come to the temple hall. Gaur is speaking, and suddenly he cracks a joke, and everyone is laughing. You start laughing. The pain is there or not? The cut is there or not? It is there. But your chetana, your consciousness shifted from bodily platform, physical platform to mind and enjoying the joke. Then I'm not talking about pure devotee spirituality. I'm talking about the mentality. Your finger is cut. You just heard a cry, just a joke in the movie, at least. Even this will happen to even a metalist. That time they laugh. Means their consciousness shifted from the burning finger to the joke, which is a mental part. That's how you will transcend. Can you understand?
Yes, Lord. Thank you.
Right. So we'll end it here. You want to add anything? Shamkush, you want to add anything? Radha Srimad Bhagavatam ki jai, Srila Prabhupada ki jai, Nitai Gaura Premanand. Thank you very much. Hari Bol.
Thank you, Prabhuji. Hare Krishna.
Thank you, Prabhuji. Hare Krishna.
Thank you very much, Prabhuji. Hare Krishna. Dhanavad Pranam.